Alright, we are on to part 3 now. And what are we doing? I don't know. Here we go. Now I can choose freaking laws. Okay. So what do we need to find? Fast mass produced goods. That's what we need to do. So that'd be society? No. Goods? This is what I want. Okay. Okay, we got 67-4. I think we should just vote. Just vote on it. Oh yeah, let's not.
Hear ye, hear ye. The votes.
I see. The new Londoners are delighted you kept your word. They now look upon your rule more positively and consider you a leader with integrity. Cool, 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 cool. What do we got? Indebted to the past, dutiful youth. Stewart, a group of dutiful youth members have come with a humble request. I was a rebel before, but old Mr. Feeney, showed me the proper way to be a man, said their spokesman. Spending time with him and his generation, we understand how much we owe them. We can't even imagine what it was like to survive the whiteout years, what sacrifices they had to make. He and his peers wish to organize a thanks and remembrance ceremony, during which they will reward the eldest residents from every community with medals and gifts. Should we fund this endeavor? Relations improves with the favors. Esamp's income per capita is significant. My relationship with him is pretty good, so I can decline this, I think. It did go down, but relationship is still supporting, so I want to pass this next, but we have to wait for this to fill it. You can choose a new idea. City must further towards tradition to research this. Okay. That's society hubs. City station. Skyway. Harvester. This is something we're gonna. Okay. Who are we really low on? Mowers? Clean harvester hanger. Are they all the same? Let's do that one. Let's knock out the evolvers here. Okay, so he is still good. Can I turn off one of these? No, I can't. Holy cow. 195. 7. How much do I have? Stockpile has 30,000 a day. We'll keep an eye on it. We'll leave it off. Housing. We still need some more housing. We can't do it. Because we don't have enough people. All people. What are all people? I thought those goods. We need more of them.
Time on repairs. A new model is safer than a repurposed one.
We need some goods. That 47. Got tutorial. Harvesting areas. Harvesting areas can be found everywhere around the Frostland. They are an alternative source of food. Unlike outposts, harvesting areas don't need to be connected to the city by trail or skyway. They just need Frostland teams to operate them to start providing food. You can research harvester hangars to increase the amount of food provided by harvesting areas. Okay. Prefabs production. Prefabs can be extracted from depots, deposits, or brought from the Frostland, but such sources have their limits and they might not be enough to cover the needs of a growing city. Prefabs can be produced from materials in an industrial district. Additionally, you can manually switch a given industrial district to start producing goods instead of prefabs. If you don't have enough prefabs to build an industrial district, remember that demolishing a district or building returns the prefabs used for the construction. A mother's life's work. Dedicated motherhood. Steward, a new father, has come to us with a complaint. My Virginia recently bore our city a child and was thus released from work duties. Yet at home, she ignores the babe's mewlings and spends her days scribbling away at some ridiculous novel. She claims writing it is her life's true purpose. I ask you to burn her papers publicly as a warning to mothers not to abuse their leave for activities other than child rearing. He has brought her unfinished manuscript. What do you wish to do? Okay, as a writer myself, relations worth it, worship. Prove with the followers. Sorry, Faith Keepers. I'm sorry. Okay. Need to make more freaking. No. What are we doing? Oh, it's a harvesting location. Okay. Got it. Oh, how do I get this? Got it. Let's speed it up a little bit. It's done. Okay, what do I need to do then? Ask expedition support. So that'd be survival. Frostland. City. Expedition support, okay. Everyone must aid okay. So propose. Who's wanting to do this? Okay, the evolvers one. Negotiate who mostly against, huh? Newlanders, what can I do for you? Grant agenda? Ooh, I don't know if I like that.
The proposed law.
Alright, long rest. Let's go. Okay. Frostlanders' demands met. Frostlanders are delighted you kept your word. They now look upon your rule more positively and consider you a leader with integrity. Alright, look at that. We lost gold there. But it is what it is. Buildings. Okay, so we don't have houses. We are running out of a lot of things. Okay. So food's good. We should start stockpiling. I need to start building up there too. I need a house too. Need more houses. Housing districts, where? I don't know. Desolate Coast explored. Okay. Writer's mother finishes novel. Dedicated motherhood. Stewart Virginia Stephen, the woman whose manuscript you returned earlier, has finished her novel. Canto shrieked by unseen voices. Book's nearly 1,000 pages are riddled with obscure metaphors and cryptic references. It sparked a heated debate amongst its readers regarding its intended meaning. What we can agree on is the general sense of paranoia, pain, and loathing she has dedicated to you. I tried to do one thing nice. But no. I went down. Squalor heights. Housing's being built. Temperatures. Okay. Let's go for this. Old Dreadnought. Hey, that's from the prologue. A ruined machine lies across a crevasse. Wagons spilled into the nearby snow. There are clear signs that people have come and gone from the site, even storing goods here. But what amazed our scouts the most is the huge quantity of readily available oil. This could be the fuel source we've been searching for. Found the oil. Oil tombs. Oh, sad. On the broken shore lies an old derelict dreadnought. It seems to have been upgraded to run on oil as it rests beside rich, deep deposits. Perhaps the site was a refueling station, but deep in the black pools lie rows of frozen bodies, wrapped in shrouds and placed in the still wells. Our scouts shudder at the sight. These oil deposits would surely solve our fuel needs, but we would have to desecrate these graves to access all of them. I mean, they have their time, right? Black gold. Ooh. Oil will save the city, but we need to adapt our generator to use it. In the meantime, we'll need to establish a reliable supply. It's time we settle beyond New London. Create a colony at the old dreadnought and connect it with a solid trail to New London. Only then can supply be assured. So how do I do that? What is one? Next path. Oh, trails. Trails is a basic type of connection which allows you to send resources between different places in the Frostland and are required to operate outposts. To start building a trail, click the trail button. You can also start a trail construction from the panel of the element that requires it. Okay. Trails are built in sections. While construction of each trail has a fixed Frostland teams requirement, each section will increase the cost of building the trail. Once researched, you can construct skyways instead of trails to transport more resources. Skyways increase the outpost efficiency and capacity of the resource transfer between outposts and a city. Oh, it has to go there? Okay, that's what they're doing. One automated logistics bay?
Any mothers out in public
In logistics.
accompanied by a child will be questioned.
Industrial? Where's my logistics? Avalanches expect? 150 people frozen to death. Why? How'd that happen? Sick neighbors, no common rule. Stuart, this morning a house has been found walled off from the rest of its neighborhood. The inhabitants escaped after a while, but they found that local shops and amenities refused to service them. I don't know who did it, but it's for the best, I tell ya. Then people got all sort of bugs. The place is healthier without them, claimed a local pub owner. The latest spread of influenza has indeed hit the district. Hard and people are on edge. Maybe we ought to define common rules for this to appease tensions. And not select this. Okay, so oh, I don't have any freaking previews. Hopefully it's gonna heat up soon. I need to.
Victims. A special infirmary queue has been opened. Report for amputation without delay.
It's done. Ooh, there's a shortcut to that. That's nice. What's the food? Melting trouble. Oh, I'm not sure how I want this one to go. Alright, let's vote for this law.
The eyes have it.
Okay, so Abe Chambers, 90. Longing to join his wife in the beyond. 90 years old, 90 summers, well, winters more like. I've had a good life, I guess. Well, I've had a life anyway. Not everyone in the old Gwyneth crew could say the same. I always thought I'd be sharing my Liddy's grave, but now Pete's pressure me Donate my body to the city. Apparently, them doctors are using dead folks' skin to fix up frostbite or something. Can't they leave me alone? Haven't I been through enough? Lack of a law regulating funerals is causing tension to rise through the city forces. Let's finish. We can send requires 20 frostland. Requires one. Sticks. A surplus of supplies. Can do anything with them? Tutorial. What? Colonies. Okay. Colonies can be established when you connect a suitable site to your city by trails or skyways. To establish a colony, you need to have enough Frostland teams to oversee the logistics of the operation and a specific number of cores to construct it. After starting construction, a part of your population from the capital city will permanently relocate to settle there. Colonies have large deposits of key resources, including rare ones such as oil. As colonies have separate economies from your capital city, you can send resources or send people between the city and a colony. The population of a colony cannot grow by itself like in the main city. If you want your colony to develop, remember to send people there from the main city. Make sure that your city can maintain itself even with reduced population after sending these colonists. If your capital city falls, you lose, regardless of whether your colonies stand or not.
Communal caregivers carefully monitor their charges' diets. Do not feed any children you see in public.
What do we need? I need a treated salt. What does this give us? 170 materials. Materials and disease increases. 15 frostland. Okay, so I need a 200 pre. A rowdy funeral, no common rules. Steward, there was a shameful display during a wake yesterday. Some of the deceased family wanted a traditional burial, while others complained about wasteful antics. Said the body should be donated to further the city's health care. This could save people's lives, was answered with, I won't risk my father's soul. As people got more heated, they eventually came to blows. In the aftermath of the fight, the body disappeared, and each side suspects the other of foul play. Sadly, this is not an isolated incident. Maybe we need common rules to get everyone on the same page. Wait, hold on. Teachers and prevention. Is that this one? Supported quarantine. Contagious people will be required to wear a specific badge that allows others to limit their interactions. Disease is decreased. Negotiate. I'm despised.
Hear ye, the proposed...
Trust rises. That's good.
A law has passed in the council. Take heed.
Well, my trust was decreased again. Frostlanders demands met. The Frostlanders are delighted you kept your word. Now look upon your rule more positively and consider you a leader with integrity. That's good. Oh no, that's not gonna shoot. Again.
Please exercise caution, even in
So this is
quarantine.
almost out too. Shoot.
One illness does not make you invulnerable to others.
So I need to. Newlanders demands failed. So now we need to build a logistics somewhere. How much space do we need for this? It's all iced up, isn't it? And now put something? Why have I not done that? Desperate mother. Communal parenthood. Stewart, a woman, was arrested for breaking into a city nursery and trying to steal a baby. She claims it was her own. There is no evidence it's her child, as all newborns taken from their mothers are assigned new names. I just know it's Sam, the woman says. I recognize his cry. She has garnered support from people who deem the law too extreme. They think communal parenthood should grant biological parents visitation rights of their offspring. What should we do? Where do I build this at? Does I have to get one of these? Ascending along the funerals. Okay. Just lost yourself. Law passed. Trust rises. It's still not good. Okay, do we need to research pyrolytic charcoal?
People of the city, your council has voted.
Cross 19. What do I need for this? 20, 10, and a core too. So I need to go find a core. Oh, I have 2 cores, so I should be fine actually. I don't need to go search. Disregard that. That's almost out. Something there. Ooh, warmer and then colder.
Please be aware, funeral processions always have the right of way.
40 weeks for that. What just happened? Warmer season, heat demand is decreased. So, hospitals there, okay. The watchtower there. 2 research centers there. Let's, can we, what's this? No, hold on. Let's try this. What do you got? Evolvers, cold ever. Evolvers suggest action. Stewart, we're struggling with cold. A group of evolvers have come forward with an idea on how to solve it. We should research crop selection. Let us pursue it, and the city will benefit. The evolvers look with distrust at what other communities propose. They would surely appreciate you getting behind their idea. Okay. That's what I'm researching right now, and then I research that. Um, 40 people. 40 people. I'll build something. Try another hospital. Where are these abilities at? I don't know. Send colonists, like, requires 100 people. Okay, that's something I need to work on. What am I doing wrong here? Okay. Which prefabs are up here, so... So I am missing 148 for this. So I need to... New London demands met. New London. Now look upon your rule more positively. To your leader. Okay. And then what's left here? Which one's first? Pathfinder Scouts. Okay. Let's land. It's researching. Extraction. What are they extracting? Oh, that's what I want. Plus 10 a week. Plus 12 a week. So if I have a new building, facility that burns wood at a very high temperature. In the absence of oxygen to decompose it, squalor goes up. What is 120 coal? Need more prefabs in there.
To the person or persons who keep smearing feces on the steward's portrait.
6 times the charm. Teaching hospital steward Dr. Thomas Martin. Teaching hospital surgeon has, for the first time, saved the life of a patient suffering from appendicitis by removing the disease organ. Students in the operating theater broke into applause when the procedure succeeded. All 5 patients during the previous attempts had died. Warren got lucky this time, but we shouldn't make such a show of these surgeries. It's degrading and hard on the families, said one fellow surgeon. Morton disagrees, arguing that this is the most efficient way for students to learn such procedures. Oh boy. I want to go with that. Frostland domains met. Frostlanders are delighted you kept your word. They now look upon your rule more positively and consider you a leader with integrity. Crop selections next. Huh? Where's that? Food energy? Okay, so they want the same thing. Who did I make this deal for? I don't know if it matters or it doesn't. It doesn't like me right now. Frostlanders. We'll go with that. Okay, so I should be able to build on these. Shoot. No more coal. Our last mine has run dry. To extract all the coal in London, the city must now rely entirely on fuel from Frostland. We need to find a long-term solution. Emergency shifts and extraction district interrupted. Okay, so that's the case there. This can get destroyed. Yeah, can't use it anymore. So then we need to build charcoal plant. What do I need for that? More prefabs. $120 prefabs?
Attention, citizens. A new law is in effect.
Faye Hutchinson, 28. He's a poet. On her morning walk. There's change in the air, I can smell it. Hangs above the council hall, settles between the pages of a book, kicks up from under the snow when children run by. We've only taken a few small steps away from our old traditions, but every great change starts with a single step. I'm so excited to see what the city is going to do. Stewart is going to do. The city has made steps towards the reason cornerstone. 250 heat stamps though. So we need more stuff. Food is good. Go that way. Saving. Alright, Amber Cooper, 36, conservator. Restoring an old London painting. We won't lose our history, all that knowledge, literature, art will live with us. With our past as our bedrock, we can stand on the shoulders of the greats who came before us. We can build on what they've done. Our history doesn't have to weigh us down, bolster us forward. It can be a foundation. The city has made steps towards the tradition. Good for us. Not done. Extract. So what am I missing here? What do we need? We need to connect. Send colon. Int. Store resource and population transfer. You can transfer resources and population between a colony and a city. Send resources, open the panel of a chosen colony, and specify the direction and amount of specific resource shipments by adjusting the sliders. Okay. Sending any resource supply is limited by the shipping capacity. It's displayed on the panel for both sides of the transfer. To increase shipping capacity, you can research and construct skyways along the entire distance between a colony and a city. You can click Meet Demand to prioritize the fulfilling demand of a selected side of the transfer. The Meet Demand button appears when you hover the cursor over a resource category, in which one side has a demand for the resource and the other has an output. In case of fuels, heat demand is one that can be met. Make sure the generator is turned on. When it's deactivated, you cannot meet its demand by resource transfer. If you have a stockpile of a resource, you can send it using the Send Transport button next to a chosen resource. The button only appears when one side has applicable stockpile, at least 5,000. The other has enough stockpile capacity. The resource will then be moved from the location on which you clicked Transfer to the other side. Send people to a location, open the panel of a chosen colony, and specify the direction and amount of people by adjusting the slider. You can find information about total population that will be removed and how many of them are part of workforce on both sides of the slide bar. Transferring people take time, so you can see the estimated duration in the top right corner of the screen after initiating the transfer. Settlements. After researching the settlement heating idea in the category outposts and processing can be turned into permanent settlements. This allows you to build a furnace to sustain a small but stable population, which will provide a permanent output of resources. To construct a settlement, you first need to connect it via skyways. You also need sufficient resources like cores and prefabs. Keep in mind that establishing a settlement will require sending a certain portion of the city's population there. Settlements can be upgraded further, which increases their output and makes them resistant to white. You need to connect this. Can't right now. Under frozen to death. Yeah, well. slightly decrease efficiency. Is that because it's so cold, I'm assuming? Settlements. Outposts can be discovered in the Frostland as a source of different resources like coal or materials. In outpost running, you must first construct a connection with the city. After doing so, the outpost will automatically turn on and begin extracting resources if you have enough Frostland teams to fulfill its requirements. The most basic way of connecting outposts are trails available by default. However, you may research skyways which increase the efficiency of outposts connected by them. Keep in mind that outposts will eventually run out of available resources. However, they can be upgraded to settlements after specific research, which provides a permanent source of resources and is resistant to any whiteouts. Everything's code. Hate demand isn't increased yet.
Spell will soon hit us. Prepare accordingly.
Colder and colder. Okay, so what do I need for this? Workforce. So I need more people. These guys come in. No, I don't want Frostland. Oh, well, we're okay. Okay, so ongoing construction. Oh, weird. Okay. Cold calculation. Catastrophic cold. Steward, there's hardly any place left in the city that's even somewhat warm. We don't generate enough heat to supply all districts. Maybe we should establish priorities. We could remove heat from workplaces, but that will make them less effective. On the other hand, if we cut heat to people's dwellings, it will endanger the most fragile. What should we do? Okay. Carry that. So,
The eyes have it.
I don't know if that's what happened, but okay. So what do we got going on? Where do all the people go?
Citizen, a new law is in effect.
Now we have more people. So let's figure this out real quick. While they're doing that, we need more houses. So, housing districts. We don't want to put them anywhere there. so then we want to. What is this? Over here. Or you're saying I could have built something on it. That's great. Okay. Natalie Chapman, 21. Steward, be praised, at least it's warm in here. Factory was unbearable today. Got me some fingerless mittens, but this cold may very well make me my fingerless myself. Sally has these thick sealskin gloves. Sure, she barely gets anything done. But at least she won't get frostbite. I should get a pair. That's if I ever get out of bed. So warm in here. Prioritized heating housing districts. Okay, you are getting a little low. You promote members of action for 69 heat stamps. What do you want? Steward, your relations with the Evolvers will improve if you promise to enact one of their suggestions. Relationship rotation. With our species on the brink of extinction. Experimental treatment. Wait, this one doesn't seem bad. Workers who do not meet their quotas must stay after their shifts to perform. Ooh. Do that one. And since I forgot how to do anything. Okay, so how long is that gonna take? 17 weeks. Transfer. Assessment. Well, here. Can I build stuff here?
Steward! Clear us, Steward!
Yes, I can. Oil's right there. So I need an extraction. Oh, we need to break stuff. There's oil up there too.
We have once again installed a suggestion box in the Central District's main office building.
That's all. Oil right here too. Vision of our future. Diverging ideas. Steward, everyone in New London is away in the moment we get a steady supply of oil. So many fears would vanish, so many dreams made possible. Those dreams seem to be diverging. Faith keepers paint visions of an eternally warm New London, as warm as only the eldest among us remember. Evolvers want to use this newfound power to reach out and settle in remote places on the Frostland, making it her. Okay, so that's done, so I can actually connect this, right? Connect closer at least. Is that? Two. I should not have enough stuff. How do I get more of this?
Steward.
The Evolvers encourage you to skip temple
Okay.
service. Instead, attend their prophetic arm wrestling competition.
Sure what? Sure work. What's this say? Heat stamps evolvers suggest action. Hey, I was just looking at that. Steward, we're struggling with heat stamps. A group of evolvers have come forward with an idea on how to solve it. We should pass durable goods. Let us pursue it, and the city will benefit. Evolvers look with distrust at what other communities propose. They would surely appreciate. Just do it right now.
The proposed law has been approved.
Alright. Relations with evolvers. Truck.
Attention, citizens. A new law is in effect.
Fully full, or? Once this passes, I think we're gonna. So, broken vow, mass-produced goods. Steward, the New Londoners are furious that the mass-produced goods law is no longer in force. They will wish to remind you of the vow you swore to enact this law. Keeping this vow earned. Can't. I can make a new promise. And research stuff. Do that. Okay, we should have enough to warrant this. What's this name? Coal, okay. Trails. Okay. Oh, cool. I didn't know I could do that. Huh. Frost has risen, okay. That's cool. I can do that. Let's do that on a house. I want to see that. Cool. Okay. It's still freaking holding up. Sorry. Okay. Let's pause that. Alright, we are. Where are we? We're just past the hour mark for this part, so we're going to call it there. Thanks for sticking by. So let's stop the recording.